China has never threatened us. China has never threatened Aotearoa, it's never threatened Māori. And so they're our biggest trading country of all the countries, and I don't know why we don't open up more to them and have those discussions with them. E te iwi Māori, ane te kōrero. If the Pāti Māori go into government next year, we will be ensuring that we look at all those brown economies. We look at the BRICS and have those opportunities to explore what better economic opportunities there are out there in the big wide world. And the BRICS is one. I'm looking at the decolonisation of Africa. Why haven't we gone over there to explore what it might look like in terms of relationship with our with the Africans? And I'm loving seeing what's happening over there. The alignment that New Zealand has with America is really concerning. I'm concerned with it, and I tell you what, if we go into government, we will be looking at what those relationships look like, because I believe Five Eyes, those 5 countries we align with, Australia, Canada, England, and the Great Britain and America, I think their economies are done. They've got nothing more to offer us, and I think the potential to invest and to go into relationships with the brown economies, I think is going to be something worthwhile our time and effort. And I reckon we open the gates. We open the gates up to have discussions with China and a closer relationship with our biggest trading country in the world. And I think we've got to be really, really careful about our alignment with America. I haven't seen China bomb Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Iraq, and many other countries, Afghanistan, all the other countries that they've been in and made a total mess of. And now they're here meddling in our own space. And so with that, I'm really concerned about where this country is going. We've just had $12 billion injection into our defence force, which could have been spent on more housing for our whānau, and keeping our people out of prison. But instead of building mega prisons, we could have been looking at other ways to engage community, especially those who have been disenfranchised. So there's a lot of money being spent in propping up the propaganda that's pushed out of America. You can see Indigenous rising all over the world, and people are rising up, and especially Redskins people of the world, Ngātiri Waifero o Te Ao. And I'm loving seeing the decolonising of Africa, the decolonising of the Caribbean. And it's not just a matter of how, but when the Pacific will also go through their own decolonising processes, which I welcome. So you can see that Indigenous peoples are waking up everywhere. You've seen it in Canada, you see it in America, and all over the world. And and we've got to start looking at what brown economies look like in terms of supporting each other. And that's I'm right into that type of thinking at this particular time. And I think that's where the oranga, not just for Te iwi Māori, but Aotearoa is actually looking at some of those brown economies and starting to invest in that space. And also the propaganda around having negotiations with China and saying that they're going to militarize the Pacific. That's absolutely wrong, and that wasn't the discussions we had with Mark Brown, and they should be able to go into any relationship they like. Here's the problem. New Zealand's biggest trading partner is China, and we've got this relationship with China, but we continue to treat them like they're an enemy. That they should be sitting outside of any type of a mature relationship with China, and so we're kind of favorizing our relationship with America over those who we have the biggest trading ability with, which is China. And so I just don't get it. So they put a bit of pressure on Rarotonga having those conversations. We were reassured by Mark Brown that they weren't military relationships. Those are entirely around economic relationships for Rarotonga and some of the things that they're looking at. And they must do their due diligence and look at other economic options. We understand that their biggest economic revenue maker is tourism. And if you have a look at what happened during COVID, that just about killed that island. And so, they're looking at other options where they can be more sustainable, economically sustainable. But we must recognize that they have economic independence. And I just want to be really clear about this. Don Brash is a racist. And that's the bottom line. And so he's using our people, he's using our images to push Hobson's pledges, racist agenda, and they should be using their own faces for those. Be
be bold enough and be brave enough in your own truth. Use your own faces for your agenda and stop using ours. He should just disappear. That's what he should do. He's a bloody nuisance, actually, to be quite honest. And if he was true to his beliefs, he would use his own white faces on his own billboards for his own white kaupapa, and not start stealing Māori faces and pretending that he's got Māori support for his racist agenda.